So if I do leave anybody out, I am terribly, terribly sorry, and I hope nobody takes offence at that. But on behalf of Alan and Janet, myself and Liz, we'd all like to welcome you here to Geistang on our special day to celebrate the marriage of our lovely daughter, Frankie, and the new son-in-law, Stuart. So the second thing as well is, I believe it's protocol to welcome Stuart to my side of the family. A bit old-fashioned in many ways, but whether it's out of place or not, Stuart, I do welcome you, and I welcome you simply on the basis that I honestly, genuinely from my heart, think you're a top lad and an even better dad, and that is good enough for me. Now, the rest of it is all about Frankie. So if I have missed anything, or I have got something wrong, I do apologise. But,
oh God!
Don't. I now feel that you've cheered and clapped. You're going to be disappointed, because I'll be honest now, it's not particularly funny, it's not particularly weepy, but what I do say at this time is you might just need to help me out on the very, very last sentence. And not to give too much of a clue, the last sentence, the last part of it is up there on the screen. So, as a teacher with about 30 years experience, I shouldn't have notes, but I've written a verse. So I'm as nervous as hell because I've got this verse in my hand that I've written. I don't know how it's going to go, but please, please bear with me. On this most special day of days, I have written a verse, so I hope I am not fazed. And so I welcome you, all of our guests. It's now my turn for 5 minutes, so please enjoy your drink and take a rest. And I'll tell you briefly about our daughter. But currently, while I'm stood here, I do feel like a lamb to the slaughter. From the beginning, Frankie was a boisterous, no clumsy child, with mum and dad in a pokey flat and a child running wild. Nothing was safe, ornaments and valuables hidden away, broken ones everywhere, led to arguments for much of the day. However, Buddha stays put. Famous last words are said. Bugger that, said Frankie, and off came his head. Then at 4, off to St Mary's School. Sorry, darling. Not the sharpest chisel, but nobody's fool. Classes were not really her forte, but the gym was, as Frankie was so sporty. On the running track she excelled, running the races, winning the lot. That's my girl, always in top spot. So proud was I of her achievements. Up in the air, nail in the head, the result was medical treatment. Books and folders were not really her thing, but on a netball court, she was the king. Speaking of royalty, Frankie was once the queen for a day. Hey. Yes, she actually was the Queen of the May. And please believe me, a more unlikely queen has yet to be seen. And there were we, with bated breath, impending disaster. But Frankie did us proud that day, and to be honest, ever after. For holidays, off to Abersock we will go. Hundreds of us. Frankie overexcited, yet face all aglow. The Welsh weather usually gloomy and wet, but Frankie playing and laughing, days never to forget. Along with the rain came the cold too, and it was on occasions like this when Frankie turned blue. This is an extra just for those that went. And there's a bit of writer's license in this, and you're going to have to flip some names round. But I wrote it, so I'm sticking by it. Auntie Carol, always wearing a cream woolly cardi. However, Sister Liz in her bikini was far more hardy. Then there was me, flexing my six-pack. While Uncle Steve hid his fat gut under a rain mat. Abersock to Mallorca, another chapter, but with Frankie, still lots of laughter. Frankie and Joanne, knickers and bras all over the place. The hotel room was a total disgrace. The pair all night partying, certainly no sleep. Me walking at 5 AM, I just wanted to weep. And although the rows were never too heated, it was a venture never to be repeated. I have now mentioned her friend, and can I state at this stage, she's been with us for what seems to have been an age. From school till today, always there and always adding decorum. That's our chief bridesmaid, Miss Joanne Lauren. 18th and 21st came and went, and then from Liz a summons I was sent. Get over here and be double quick, but whatever you do, don't give Stu any stick. What's the problem? Is there trouble? The result? Heidi, her mother's double. Then along came Zach, a real little character, a real little treat. Is that now the Clark family totally complete? It was from this day on that Stuart took over the reins. On top of a scaffold I was stood, hanging on for dear life. Paul, it's Stu. Can I make Frankie my wife? This next bit's true as well. She's my true love. She's my honey. Phew, relief. Of course you can, pal. I thought you were after me money. So here we are today, and all joking apart, between Frankie and Stuart, there's an obvious spark. So good luck for the future, Mr. and Mrs. Clark. And as our parents, we are both so proud of our loyal daughter who stands out in a crowd. To her children, Zach and Heidi, a caring mother. The same with Heaven, her little brother. And now, once the wedding day is over and complete, an exams officer, and after what's been said, that's quite a feat. Newlywed and a new job too. Your life will be so hectic and your mind in a spin. But soon it'll be your turn to say, right children, you may begin. But Frankie, beware, working with teachers. They're all miserable, moody and tense. And before long, you'll be heading back to the Ministry of Defence. But alas, there are those who can't be with us today. Yet, in Frankie's part, they had a massive part to play. I refer to Cookie and Grandma Ada, of course. But without doubt, in Heaven's kitchen they'll be, still baking and cooking and preparing the tea. And at 2 o'clock today, they will have taken a break for a while, looked over Gorstang, and bless you both with a smile. So that's my verse, all over and done. Oh, wrong way. Which way do we go?
Wrong way.
So that's my verse, almost over and done. Good job too, as with emotion I'm overcome. So with a lump in my throat and tears in my eyes, but before I shed, those tears into my hanky. Please stand and toast our beautiful daughter, Frankie.